Hi dear students, this particular class I am going to discuss about two circles. So when they are apart, how many common tangents are possible? When they touch each other externally, how many common tangents are possible? When they intersect, how many common tangents are possible? These type of cases we are going to discuss here. So C1 is the center of one circle, R1 is the radius of that particular circle, C2 is the center of the second circle, R2 is the radius of that particular circle. Distance between two centers, the distance between two centers is equals to say D. So this is the first case. So two circles are there. If D is greater than R1 plus R2, then one circle completely lie outside to the other. In that case, the number of common tangents is equals to 4 common tangents are possible. This is one common tangent, this is another common tangent, and this is one more common tangent, and this is the other common tangent. Total number of common tangents is equals to 4. So two common tangents are direct common tangents and the other two tangents are transverse common tangents. What is a direct common tangent and what is a transverse common tangent? Observe here, this is a circle and another circle. Both the circles lie same side to the common tangent. This common tangent is called DCT, direct common tangent. This is another circle and this is one more circle. This is the common tangent. This common tangent, for this common tangent, the two circles lie opposite side. Then this type of common tangent is called transverse common tangent. Right? So that is the first case. D is greater than R1 plus R2. Then the total number of common tangents is equals to 4. Out of 4, 2 are direct common tangents and 2 are transverse common tangents. Where the direct common tangents are intersecting, that point of intersection is called external center of similitude. The point of intersection of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude. Similarly, the point of intersection of transverse common tangent, that is called internal center of similitude. The point of intersection of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude, and the point of intersection of transverse common tangents is called internal center of similitude. This is the center of the circle, this is the another center for the another circle. Now join all these points, they lie on a straight line. Direct common tangents point of intersection, transverse common tangents point of intersection, and the center of two circles lie on a straight line, they are collinear. So that is about the first point. D greater than R1 plus R2, the number of common tangents is equals to 4. Two common tangents are called direct common tangents, the other two common tangents are called transverse common tangents. The point of intersection of direct common tangents is called external center of similitude. That point E you will get external center of similitude. We can find out by using this one, C1 R2 minus C2 R1 divided by R2 minus R1. That is the formula for finding external center of similitude. External center of similitude divides C1 and C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. External center of similitude divides C1, C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. Whereas the internal center of similitude divides C1 C2 in the same ratio, but it is internally. That's why C1 R2 plus C2 R1 divided by R2 plus R1. That is the reason we are calling this one as internal center of similitude, because divides in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. These are called external center of similitude, divide C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. So that is about external center of similitude and internal center of similitude. And other information here is how to find out length of the direct common tangent. First of all, what is direct common tangent? You see, the tangent touches the circle at A, the second circle at B. The length of AB is called length of the direct common tangent. But how to find out the length of the direct common tangent? As I told to you people, distance between two centers is equals to D. R2 is the radius of one circle, R1 is the radius of another circle. Now a line is drawn parallel to this one. Now this is also becomes R1 only, R2 only. Now this portion becomes R1 minus R2. This portion is becoming R1 minus R2. Now this is D and this one is R1 minus R2. From the right angle triangle we can write D square is equals to AB square, that is nothing but the length of the direct common tangent, plus R1 minus R2 whole square. Therefore you will get AB is equals to square root of D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. That is the length of direct common tangent. The length of the direct common tangent is given by D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. So that is the way of finding the length of the direct common tangent. Now I am assuming the angle between the two direct common tangents is equals to 2 theta. If 2 theta is the angle between two direct common tangents, this becomes a theta. But if this is a theta, what about this angle? That angle is also theta. If this angle is a theta, then this is also theta. Now tell me from the diagram what is sin theta? From the diagram I can write sin theta is equals to opposite side divided by hypotenuse, that is nothing but R1 minus R2. R1 minus R2 is nothing but the difference of the radii, that's why keep it in modulus, divided by D. Sin theta is equals to R1 minus R2 divided by D. In the similar way we can find out the length of the transverse common tangent also. This is one common tangent. Similarly we will get another common tangent here. This is the another common tangent. This point of intersection is called internal center of similitude. Now you can observe this is the point C where the tangent touches the circle. This is the point D where the tangent touches the circle D. Now this CD is called the length of the transverse common tangent. If you find out by the same way, you will get the length of the transverse common tangent is equals to D square minus R1 plus R2 whole square. So this is the formula for calculation of length of the transverse common tangent, right? So that is in the first case we got number of common tangents is equals to 4. 2 common tangents are direct common tangents, 2 common tangents are transverse common tangent, and length of the direct common tangent is equal to D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square under root, whereas the length of the transverse common tangent is equal to square root of D square minus R1 plus R2 whole square. The next case arises like this. This is one circle and this is another circle. Come on, tell me when this case arises. This case arises when D is equals to R1 plus R2. Distance between two centers is equal to sum of the radii. In that case you will get the two circles touch each other externally. In that case this is one common tangent which we will call it as a transverse common tangent, and this is another common tangent which we will call it as direct common tangent. So total number of common tangents is equals to 3. 2 direct common tangents and 1 is transverse common tangent in case of D is equals to R1 plus R2. But now when the two circles touch each other, what about the length of the direct common tangent? Yes, you know the length of the direct common tangent in the earlier discussion as D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. This is the length of the direct common tangents. But now in this case what happens? D is equals to R1 plus R2. When the two circles touch each other externally, D is equals to R1 plus R2. Now what happens? In place of D we have to write R1 plus R2. So we will get R1 plus R2 whole square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. So this simplification you will get square root of 4 times R1 R2. So that is nothing but 2 into root of R1 into R2. So that is the length of the direct common tangent in this case. Why? In this case D is equals to R1 plus R2. So whenever D is equals to R1 plus R2, the number of common tangents is equals to 3. Among those 3 common tangents, 2 are direct common tangents and there is only 1 transverse common tangent. Next case is when D is less than R1 plus R2 and the value of D is greater than the difference of the radii. In that case, the two circles intersect. This is one circle and this is another circle. When D is greater than difference of the radii but less than R1 plus R2, the two circles intersect. When the two circles are intersecting, the number of common tangents is equals to, there is only 2 common tangents. Both the common tangents are direct common tangents only, right? Now in this case I am going to find out angle between two tangents. So angle between two circles. Sir, what is the meaning of angle between two circles? Because these are curves. We know till now angle between lines only. But how to find out angle between two circles? So not only circles, angle between two curves. For finding angle between two curves, what we will do is, first of all find out the point of intersection. After finding the point of intersection, at the point of intersection, draw a tangent to the first curve. Next, draw a tangent to the second curve. The angle between these two tangents is called angle between two curves. The same idea here. This is the center of the first circle and this is the center of the second circle. Let us say that is equals to C2. Now join these two centers. I hope so everyone know the information. This is the information we discussed earlier as a cosine rule. This is A and B, C, small a, small b, small c. Therefore you will get A square is equals to B square plus C square minus 2bc into cos A. That is the cosine rule. Or we can also write it as B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2 times AC into cos B. Similarly we can write C square is equals to, that is the cosine rule. Okay, now with the help of this cosine rule I am going to find out angle between two circles. Because both the circles are intersecting, how to find out the angle between two circles I am discussing. Okay, right. So this is the point of intersection of the two circles. Now for the first circle, draw a tangent at that intersection point. This is the tangent drawn. For the second circle also draw a tangent at the point of intersection. This is the tangent drawn. Now angle between these two tangents is called the angle between two circles. That angle we have to find out. Let us say that point of intersection is P. Now C1 and let us say this angle is equal to theta. Angle between two circles I am assuming theta. That means angle between these two tangents is equals to theta. Now observe the line which I am drawing. From center to the point P I am drawing. No doubt this becomes the normal. That means this tangent and the line which I drawn now, both are perpendicular. So I can say, what about this angle? That angle is equals to 90 minus theta. At the same time, the center joined with the point P. Now the line which I drawn C to P, that means PC2 is also a normal. Tangent is this one. So angle between tangent and normal is 90 degrees, but this angle is theta. That's why I can say this angle is 90 minus theta. Right? Now you are getting the diagram exactly like this. This is the diagram we got. This particular point is C1 and this particular point is C2 and this is P. Right? So this angle is equals to, we got, what about that angle? That angle is 90 minus theta plus theta in the middle. Again that edge is 90 minus theta. So that angle is, total we are getting 180 minus theta. So we got this angle is equals to 180 minus theta. Now you can apply the cosine rule there. If you apply the cosine rule, what happens? This is the radius of the circle R1. This is the radius of the circle R2. Now this is the distance between two centers D. D is the distance between two centers. According to the cosine rule, what we can write? D square is equals to R1 square plus R2 square minus 2 times R1 into R2 into cos 180 minus theta. D square is equals to R1 square plus R2 square minus 2R1 R2 into cos 180 minus theta. That is the angle between two. So cosine rule, right? Now I can write this one as D square minus R1 square minus R2 square divided by 2 times R1 R2 is equals to cos theta. So if theta is the angle between two circles, then cos theta is given by D square minus R1 square minus R2 square divided by 2 times R1 R2. That is the formula for finding the angle between two circles. If the two circles intersect at right angles, that means if the two circles intersect orthogonally. So what is the meaning, sir? Two circles are intersecting orthogonally. Two circles intersect at right angles means theta is equal to 90. When theta is equal to 90, what happens? D square is equals to R1 square plus R2 square. If the two circles intersect at right angles, then we have D square is equals to R1 square plus R2 square. So generally the circle equation they are giving in this way: x square plus y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into fy plus c is equal to 0 is one circle whose center is minus g comma minus f and radius is equal to square root of g square plus f square minus c, and the second circle equation is given as x square plus y square plus 2 into g dash x plus 2 into f dash y plus c dash is equal to 0. This is one circle, this is the second circle. Second circle center you know, minus g dash comma minus f dash is the center of the circle and radius is equal to square root of g dash square plus f dash square minus c dash, that is about the radius. Now apply this condition. D square means distance between two centers. This is R1 square, this is R2 square. Substitute here, you will get the condition as 2 into g dash plus f dash is equals to c plus c dash. This is the condition when the two circles intersect orthogonally. Generally we will observe the circle equations like this. If these two circles intersect orthogonally, then the condition is 2 into g dash plus f dash is equal to c plus c dash. So that is about the third case. Next we have another case, that is D is equals to R1 minus R2. D is equals to R1 minus R2. In that case, the diagram is going to be like this. So one circle and the second circle. That means the two circles touch each other internally. In that case, there is only one common tangent possible, right? Next, last case is when D value is less than R1 minus R2. D value is less than R1 minus R2. Then one circle lie completely inside the other. One circle lie completely inside the other in case of D less than R1 minus R2. So these are the different cases in between two circles. Two circles are there means those are two circles. One is completely away from the other. The other case is those two circles touch each other. The other case is those two circles intersect each other. And one more case is the two circles touch each other internally and one completely like inside the other. Okay, how to find out the angle between two circles and what is the length of the direct common tangent, what is the length of the transverse common tangent, those are the points we discussed. Okay, bye bye.